Hello there and welcome to a very unique and interesting old school RuneScape money making method. I guarantee you will not have seen this anywhere else before. So this involves selling yourself. I was skeptical at first if this could work, but after 1 hour of trying it, not a single person said no, and it exceeded my expectations. So this right here is the last clip I recorded. However, I am showing you it first because I feel it's the best example of this method taking place. Now it involves the bounty hunter target system, if you haven't guessed, and you sell yourself to your target in exchange for however much you decide they should be paying you. The reason people are prepared to pay is because when they kill you, their emblem upgrades, so their emblem becomes more valuable than it was before. So they are paying you a small fee in exchange to get a greater emblem, which they can exchange for much more GP than it was before. Now then, one slight problem is that you can't trade your target, meaning you have to add these people to your friends list and just put faith in their word that they will stick to their promise and pay you after you have died. I mean, this is a risky business, this killing yourself business, but I can say now, I didn't get scammed once in the single time of making this video. And look at that right there, 56k. I will have people saying, oh, that's just your friend who paid. What reason do I have to set up any of these clips? There is no reason. I'd have to find people around my combat, stage them near me. I did this 100% legit. You can try it for yourselves if you don't believe me. But the amount of people that paid more money, I said 15k to some people, 10k. Some people gave me items. Someone, as you'll see later on in the video, gave me much more than that 56k. Now, I'm not sure if I'm being ripped off here and them guys are getting like 6 emblems off me or something. I think you can drop 1 emblem and an upgrade, which means emblems are like 90k right now. Upgrades are, again, I think you can get about 50k, maybe even more for the higher ones. Like if someone goes from a tier 9 to tier 10, I think the staging is different. But yeah, this clip right here, as you can see, very counterproductive of me to have the sharks. This was the very first clip I recorded, so I was completely new to it. Like, I had no idea how to do this. Like, I even traded this guy first of all and was like, pay me now. But as you can see, I protected item, which was my glory. And then once I'd done this once, I quickly realized that what have I got food for? The first reason I took it is because I didn't want people, when I said, would you like to buy a target, just to spec me out and die. So that was a bit of a disaster clip, and I only got 10k off it. I think I lost a lot in sharks and magic shortbow, arrows and all that. But also, take a look at how I speak to people as well. The best example, I think, is the first 2. When you approach them, you've got to say it in the right way. Like, when I seen this guy, I was just like, I sell emblem. You know, you can be very direct with it. You've got to make it sound like it's something they want. You can't just go up to them and just say, yeah, kill me and pay me now. You've got to say, look, free upgrade, take it. And talk to them in a way that they're going to take it. And I didn't have, I will say this too, not one person said no. I had one guy, as you've seen in the last clip, he stumbled. He was like, just skip the target, please. And then I suggested, would you like to kill me for X amount? And he agreed to it. And it was as simple as that. Not really sure why this person like pulled off their full combo. It really was unnecessary. But again, here's an example. When I died, I went to Lumbridge, and oh, this is the clip. This is it, man. 100k. You wouldn't believe, when I was recording that, I thought no one will believe this. I thought this clip looks staged at this point. It's not. I knew it wasn't. I knew I just seen that guy like all of these others. But it just does, doesn't it? So here we go again. Went up to this guy and he had to go to the bank to get the emblem so he could do this. And I have just looked, by the way, at the wiki. You can check it yourself at emblems. When you upgrade from a tier 9 to a tier 10, the emblem value goes up by 1.5 million points. Do you know that can buy you 5 dragon scimitars? So I have just realized that if that guy right there, who has just paid me 20k, which it's easy money for me. Like, I could do 5 of them in an hour easily and make 100k. Obviously, I can do much more than that. But what I'm saying is that if he's just gone to the bank, got a tier 9, came back, killed me, I died, gets a tier 10, he gets 5 dragon scimitars and pays me 20k. So can you see why this is profitable? Not only for people who do this method as a money-making method, but also the PKers. Because at the end of the day, who wants to risk a tier 9? That's the problem with the bounty hunter system, is that you put so much on the line and you can get great upgrades. Like, to be honest, pure PKing is really unprofitable. And that's the problem with PKing at the moment. Like, you get a kill and you make like 20, 30k. Now, if you've got an emblem in your inventory, and as I say, you get the upgrade, a few 100,000 points, you get whatever you get on the ground, which is scraps. And then on top of that, you can go and exchange the points for the DSIM. So as I say, this guy here, this was the one that nearly scammed me. I had to run back. I accepted this one too quickly. He just said, yeah, I'll pay. I didn't add him. I didn't take a little bit of time with him. So I had to run into the wilderness because I thought, I've just died. Like, I've stuck to my end of the deal. And to be honest with you, I can see why people would scam because, like, it's a bit of a, what is it, like a bad-mannered thing to do. It's just like it ruins the PK system a little bit. I mean, Jagex stopped this by saying you couldn't trade. So I would completely understand if someone like this guy wouldn't pay me at all. And the funny thing was, he tried to act off like he didn't get an upgrade. So I said to him, look, you still got your upgrade. And then after that, you'll see now, if he says it, I'm sure it's at this point, yeah, come bank. Like, he at first said, oh, I didn't get an upgrade, but then says, come the bank. So obviously he did, and he tried to get away with it. He only paid me 15k too, and after looking at how much these people can make from an emblem upgrade, like, I really am undercharging. So if I would have done this video again, or I would have gave you some advice for how you can make money yourself, is that, say, have you got a tier 9, or create conversation with them, and then you can both profit. You've just got to hope that they don't scam. But as I say, I didn't get scammed. And as you've seen in the clip there, I had a little timer on my target system. I believe when you die, I'm not sure even how it works, but every now and again, I'd just get like a couple of minutes where I'd have to wait. The good thing is, all I had was a glory, no targets for a few minutes. So what did I do? I just stood at the edge of the wilderness, or just stay inside it. No one's going to bother you. Even if you die, you don't lose anything. So what you can do is, when you've got that little timer thing, because at first I thought, oh, this is annoying, I've got to like click around and do this. No, not at all. You just stand there, you close the client, minimize it, and just go and do what you want. So I said to this guy, hi, would you like an emblem upgrade for only 15k? I mean, fuck, looking back at it, this is well too cheap. I should have been charging, or should have been saying to them, what are you willing to pay? What emblem have you got? I was just getting 15k a time, but even for that, it was good because I could do lots of them. Now, in terms of requirements to do this, here is my advice. I would say you could do it in the 50, 60, 70 combat range. There are a lot of pures, so the wilderness is active at that combat level range, so getting a target wouldn't be too much hassle. However, I will say that pures seem to have a little bit of an attitude. I'm sorry, all pures out there, but I think you will agree that they have a different sort of approach to maxed PKers who have played the game for a lot longer. And even this account here, I believe, is in the 80 combat range, or could be close to 90. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's 90 actually. But people around that level are like Zerkers and ranged tanks, and also they've got a bit more money too. So I think if I tested this out on a low level account, I don't think I would get the same response. I think the 80 combat range as a requirement is almost perfect because the people you are dealing with not only have a bit of money, they also have put lots of time into the game for their accounts. Most people, again, maxed void ranges of that combat, max Zerkers. You really go up to someone who is like a pure or new. So how much can you make per hour doing this method? Well, I did it for 1 hour and got around 500k. However, results will vary, and you can easily make over 1 mil per hour doing this method just by charging a bit more than I did, which I should have been doing. And also, if you meet some generous people, like the person who gave me 100k, 56k, that can easily stack up, and rightfully so. As the emblems get higher, the points reward gets higher. So the whole purpose of the bounty hunter system is that if you're risking a tier 8, it's a high risk emblem, but it's also a high reward. So when they are killing you, it's no risk at all. So they're getting no risk, high reward. So it's really good for them. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this unique money-making method. This is the last example I've got for you. When you die, you've seen it all before. Use the glory, get straight there and just wait for them. So if you want to see more of these, by the way, let me know in the comments. Just say, more unique money-making methods, and there are a few that I can dig out for you. Besides that, contact me, returnofwilderness@hotmail.com, if you have something that is interesting and you want to share it with me, and I will probably make a video on it. But yeah, look, that guy gave me a charge glory. Perfect. What a lad.